worked to provide for her family, who studied in school to earn a better education so that she could earn more money to support her family, and then ultimately made the decision to come abroad to support her family. She made an agreement to use the benefits of her education to work as a nurse with the Bajas, as well as Liber International. In return for paying for her fee, she was to receive transportation, a visa, work permit, and job placement assistance. A fee that led her to ultimately mortgage her home, and she thought that would be enough for her upon her arrival here in the US. However, when she arrived, she was betrayed. She was found out that she ultimately was lied to, and that there was the second half of this payment that she had to pay in sweat and tears. The Bajas took her passport, controlled her movement, prevented her communication with anyone from the outside world, and ultimately controlled her life to the fullest. And that is the reason why she had escaped after 3 months, because she could not deal with the torment, the torture, and the fear that she had to constantly live with. She was able to retrieve her passport, run away, seek assistance, learn about her rights after coming to Aldef, and also learning about Baoanan, and ultimately struggled for justice. She had to struggle for justice in silence, however. While she was trying to work towards rebuilding her life, she communicated with law enforcement authorities to detail what had happened to her. And during that time, she kept her silence because she was ultimately worried about the safety of her family abroad in the Philippines. Consequently, she was eventually able to receive a T visa under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. T visa allows a trafficking survivor, someone who's a victim of a severe form of trafficking in persons, to stay in the US for a period of time, and eventually they are eligible to apply for a green card. Through the Trafficking Victims and Protection Act, or TVPA, she also was able to apply for derivative T visas. And ultimately, her family was reunited with her this past April. So she is back with her husband and her children, and now she is able to come forward and break her silence today. This story is about deception, extortion, and coercion, all methods to make her keep her head down and her mouth closed about what has happened to her. Today, with a great deal of strength and resilience, she's able to finally come forward, to finally use her voice to describe her experiences in her own words about what she had to endure at the hands of Liber and the Bajas. Thank you. Oh, with that, I want to introduce Marichu Suarez.